what went horribly wrong with Eddie Jones's Rugby World Cup 2023 campaign? Look, at the start of this year, I thought Eddie Jones, the mastermind, such a genius of a man, genius of a coach, what he'd done in the past for Japan beating South Africa once. I never thought you'd see that in your lifetime. What he did for England rugby, unbelievable. Where did it even go wrong for him? And look, generally at the start of this year, I thought the Wallabies had a genuine chance at winning the Rugby World Cup 23. I thought that they'd fucking knock over the All Blacks and win the Bledisloe Cup for the first time in a long time. I genuinely thought that at the start of this year. So where did it all go horribly, horribly wrong for Eddie Jones? Well, we've got three reasons, three arguments for this. Number one, that his campaign was old school. Look, Eddie Jones is known for being an absolute workaholic. He leaves absolutely no stone unturned. He only sleeps a couple of hours a night. He is just demanding of his coaches, of his players. But, we're in 2023 now, and, a lot of these players can be early 20s. It is a different generation of rugby players. So perhaps that authoritarian sort of high-pressure environment doesn't suit the modern rugby player. Number two, Eddie Jones's selections will go down in history. Big-name players like Carter Gordon at first five, very, very little big game experience. He's basically a boy thrown into international rugby. Look, from what I saw of him, he is a very talented young player, but a young player without big game experience, and that was just not a wise move from Eddie Jones. Furthermore, look, dropping Michael Hooper, Quade Cooper, and a number of other big named players with lots of experience, Yes, they weren't in the greatest form, but big game exposure in those high-pressure environments they have, and that was definitely missing in the Wallabies in the pool stages. And number three, look, you'd argue Eddie Jones, he talked a lot about the Australian style of play, which on the face of it, from what I've seen, is a very, very attacking style. To me, it looks like it's even more attacking than the All Blacks. But in 2023, you have to play within the rules of the game that are in front of you that suits the rules of the game. Unfortunately, the rules of the game, in a lot of ways, have been seen to favour the Northern Hemisphere teams. The way the Springboks play, and so, look, in my opinion, I just don't think that the Australian style that Eddie Jones was trying to play actually suited the rules of the game at the World Cup. Obviously, that all these things had devastating effects. It's sad with everything that gets said about Eddie Jones. Look, personally, I have a lot of respect for the man. Anyone that is going to be that devoted and go absolutely, leave no stone unturned towards a cause, you have to respect. But, look, their campaign will go down in history as a disaster. The Australian supporters are furious about the decisions that Eddie Jones has made, and, it's hasn't been a great campaign for 2023 for the Wallabies. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below as to where you think Eddie Jones went wrong. But yeah, definitely a history-making event for Eddie Jones in this Rugby World Cup campaign. Cheers, guys.